together. You know what I mean? So that was the thing that really made it emotional for me, just seeing how the pop out jumped off.
Right, right.
Yeah. And both of y'all knew Michael Concepcion. I mean, it took a very important figure to make that happen, right? Like, not too many people could have made that happen.
Very much so. And the interesting thing, he had no music business experience. He knew some people, but he literally turned that project into having, a label, grand jury, and was able to parlay that into something amazing. And as time goes on and I get into my own, situations of putting projects together, I just see the brilliance of it. Not only the ability to get everybody together, but even coming to somebody like me who's not from the West Coast, not gang affiliated. My perspective is going to be almost as an outsider, but he wanted that perspective. And I could have easily got on the record, be like, and made reference to how many records I sold, or bust a move, or what. I didn't do any of that, dude. I literally took it from, this is the topic we're talking about. This is what we're discussing. This has been my experience in the little time that I've been here. Let me communicate that, and maybe some people can relate to that.
Wow.
Thank you. You guys have any questions for Young MC, please post them in the comments, and we'll definitely get to them during the show.
Oh man, it's really for me, it's really refreshing to sit here and talk to you today, man, because not being a gangster myself, and you've been able to fare your way through the record industry all these years by not being a gangster. And it's just amazing that after all this time, you still can get your money. There's still a audience that wants to hear what you have to say. And like I said before we started the show, I talked to a lot of the old school players, and the first thing they come out their mouth, oh man, nobody want to hear no 60-year-old man rap. Wait a minute, your fans got old too.
Right.
Your fans got old. They ain't all dead. You think they all? And it's dude. I'm looking at some Facebook pages and Instagram pages. You got guys, they 65, 70 years old, still can dance their ass off. They're a little bit slower, but they still can dance their ass off. So for us,
DMC, I just did a private with DMC like a month ago. He's up there rocking, doing his thing. Sugar Hill Gang goes out. Those guys in their 60s.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out who put the age limit on hip hop. Who did that?
Young people.
Huh?
Young people.
Young
people, they want to blame old people for not getting slots, for not getting their records played.
I'm gonna tell you what Bernie Mac said. Fuck them kids, okay? Fuck them, because we paved the way for them. We supposed to go sit in an old folks home and let you continue to ruin what we created. No. I ain't wrote a song in a while. Oh, actually, I'm lying. I write songs all the day. I ain't recorded nothing in a while. Okay. And it just and talking to Chuck D and some other folks, my boy from LA Dream Team, Snake Puppy got a song.
I literally just did a show with them at Grant Park. The Grant Park show.
Right.
Yeah, so they had a long talk with them. Nucleus, you know what I'm saying? Just like these, there are definitely some older people that are still getting down, let alone the freestyle artists.
And I'm trying to figure out who put the age limit on hip hop. So you telling me that Chubby Checker can do the twist in his 80s, but we can't even do juice or surgery in our 60s? Man, I get out of that bullshit. Okay.
Right. And the irony is the old music, the classic music, I call it. These guys are making more money than these young kids. These young kids, yeah, they have 1 billion streams, they have 1 billion followers, but they can't sell out an arena. Like all these people have to cancel their shows. But you put a young MC in the audience, it's gonna sell. You put a Salt and Pepper, it's still gonna sell. You put you know what I'm
saying? A lot of these venues, especially these Native American casinos that have the classic rock acts, they'll have the classic rock, the classic R&B, the classic, comedians or whatever, and our 90s tour has been rolling through. There was a West tour with Game and Domino and Mac 10, and these guys are rolling through, man, because that audience, if you had a record come out 25 years ago and the fan was 18 years old, that fan is 43 right now, with kids, with disposable income, wanting to go do something, you know what I mean? They'll drive out to whatever venue, and especially if you have the artist stacked up like that, they'll come out to see it. Because I've been experiencing that with the 90s tour for the last 7 years. 8 years really. But you know, we're 24 since 2015, 2016.
Okay.
Yep. Shout out to Jaguar Ride in the building. Hey, there's something that we talk about often on this show, Young, and I would love your opinion on this. But you know, during the late '80s and going into the '90s, we went from a certain time where it was the house party generation, we call it. You know, we had the Kwame's, the funky haircuts, the polka dot this, the bright clothes. We were dancing, having fun, going to bust a move, and then it transitioned into.
Just pause for 1 second. You bring up house party, and I only bring this up because I got the text today. Shout out to Kid and Play. They just got inducted to the Berkeley Music Hip Hop Hall of Fame in Massachusetts, in Boston. And I didn't even know that existed, but that is such a huge thing, not only for them to be recognized, but for some of the like Berkeley. If you say what's the most prestigious music school in the country, music college, it would be Berkeley, and they got inducted into the Berkeley Hip Hop Hall of Fame.
Legends, man. Shout out to Kid and Play.
So I'm sorry. Go ahead and continue, man.
No, it's okay. Speaking of, you know, we went from the Kid and Plays, the Kwame's, the Heavy D and the Boys, dancing, doing flips, and having fun. And then sometime in the early '90s, you know, we get into what we call the Chronic era. You know, everybody's a gangster. Everybody's dressing baggy clothes. You know, can you talk about what your thoughts are on that transition from the fun time, good time going to everybody sitting just bopping and nodding their head and mad dogging everybody at parties?
Dude, here's the thing. I was around N.W.A. before N.W.A. was known. And I was around Toddy T, Ice-T. I was hearing the precursor to gangster rap before Bust a Move came out.
Okay.
So I never thought that I ever lived in a world where everything had to be pop. But then I was regarded by these harder, MCs, harder West Coast acts, as surviving in a world where everything didn't have to be gangster. You know what I'm saying? So for me, when things changed in that, went to the Chronic era or whatever, I had been living that for 4 or 5 years up to that point. I've been coexisting just fine. And I came out, my record went pop, that's fine. But those guys knew that I could rhyme. And they had no problem, sharing a stage with me or me sharing a stage with them. So that's the whole thing. It's just like, it never had to be an either or. It was always a both.
Okay. I rock with that. I rock with that. Man, it's refreshing.
Someone brought up an audience that I don't think I ever realized that. Oh, go ahead, Lonzo.
No, I'm just saying it's refreshing to hear somebody share your same views. That's all. Go ahead.